Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good wherever you are. Welcome here to Websites for Beginners with JP. In this video, we're looking at something extraordinary, a new page builder from the same guys who brought you Oxygen called Breakdance. I made a previous video. I was busy recording it. I looked at the timestamp of the recording. I was already at 30 minutes and I hadn't shown a thing. I was just talking. So I decided, let's redo this because I think you want to have a basic idea of what's going on here. I will try and intersperse it with the talking in between. To my surprise, and to many other people's horror this morning, they opened this email from Oxygen. For the last 3 years, I have been working in secret on a new product. It's called Breakdance, baby. And I'm ready to show it to the world. It's everything I think visual website building should be. Wait a minute, isn't that Oxygen? So at this point, you're thinking Breakdance is an add-on or something, until you click here on the link that takes you to breakdance.com. And I wonder how much they paid for that domain, right? I'm pretty sure that thing was locked down. That must have been a considerable amount to get that unlocked. And then you go to breakdance.com and you are surprised to find, wait a minute, this is another WordPress page builder from the same guys who made Oxygen? So, what's going on here, right? And I don't want to go down the rambling road again because it's going to take us hours and hours. We can do that over the next few weeks to come. I will start just by saying the following. Me, I love new stuff. I'm a hobbyist by nature. I like new things, deviance in my blood. And seeing a new product coming out gets me very excited. It does ask the question though, hey, you have Oxygen, you know? You do know it, right? You bring in a new page builder. What's the point? Just do it with Oxygen. And the point is, and let me go back to the email here at the bottom. I think this is the key part. Breakdance has the best of all worlds. And now I'm putting on my radio voice. It is comparable to Oxygen in terms of performance and flexibility. Comparable to Elementor in terms of ease of use. Ease of use, Elementor. And has some never before seen features that set it apart from other builders. Quick 2 cents on Elementor. Yes, I love Elementor. Yes, I use it. It's not ease of use. Elementor has become a very strange creature. If you use it all the time, you know where to find things. I think people should step away from the idea that Elementor is the ease of use. It isn't. Elementor is popular because it was the first company that released a free one with great features and made it open with API, allowing third parties to bring in stuff. And it's the third-party add-ons that made Elementor great because people could get the free version, buy the lifetime deals for the third parties, and put up professional websites. Didn't need to spend all that money on the pro version annually like Elementor wants you to do. That's why Elementor is number one in the market. As simple as that. Great marketing as well, and they were there first on the scene. It's how it works. Ease of use, I think there are many other builders out there that's much easier to use. But, of course, we will use Elementor here as a reference that will help people understand because putting Oxygen/Elementor, it's like blasphemy to Oxygen users. But I understand what they want to do here. And when we say the word, I think beginners, I don't want to say the word beginners. I want to say the word no coders because you get people who can do Elementor, who can do Divi, who can do Brizy, and they are pros at what they do, but they have no coding. And I think this is the whole point behind what I do because my business model is when I work with companies, I teach them how to maintain their own website and even how to create it by themselves. And that's actually how all of this on YouTube started because I was making videos for my clients, how to maintain their websites, etc. And then it became very popular and sort of migrated to YouTube. So if Breakdance is going to be this no coding approach, I fully understand it. And then it will be added to this list here. And you will notice I've got Brizy WordPress, Brizy Cloud, and I've got Elementor. I dropped Divi a while ago because yes, I don't have time for everything. I added Bricks, but I have to remove Bricks because Bricks has become a very big low coding feature and added a lot of new flex features, which makes it extremely difficult for people who have no concept of what flex is. They have to go learn all of that. So that would be then for me bringing in, what is this thing called, Breakdance into here. Go to the website, go sign up for your alpha tutorial, alpha product. That means it's not ready. You click up here, Breakdance Alpha 1 is now available, and I'll put a link in the description below. And from here, you can sign up for it. Go through it, there's a roadmap. And when I clicked on the roadmap, I saw nothing. Let me check again. Feature requests. See plant features, feature request board, bug reports, changelog. Yeah, okay. So still a lot that is going to happen around here. But what you are interested in is signing up here for your alpha. And then I would say spend some time, go to the FAQ, read through that, especially if you're an Oxygen user, because you will want to vent. And you will want to understand what's going on here, because it's going to create an immense mountains of insecurity as to the future of your product. Go and read it here. I think Louis and the guys at Oxygen/Breakdance will really have to think how they can appease Oxygen users, because it's going to feel like betrayal. I'm sorry to say it, it's human nature, right? And I'm pretty sure they're expecting the backlash. You go to the YouTube videos, you're already going to see it. I signed up for the alpha. I've downloaded. It's over here waiting for an installation. Something I observed with it, which is going to also raise a number of eyebrows, and that is that as I signed up for the alpha, it said $149 per year. Okay, we don't know for what, if that is unlimited or for a few licenses, or there's going to be different tiers. But I saw $149 per year. I want you to focus on the per year, because here is my only criticism then proven right since Oxygen was released. And that was $99. Is this model sustainable? Yes, it is. We've done many products like this before. Don't worry. But now you release a second product, and the second product is annually based. Methinks you need the money. That is a logical conclusion, right? It may not be true. It could be all the things about coding, etc., etc. But that is what I want to say here. And this is where I would often say, I've had a few instances of developers who were forthcoming and said that, hey guys, we introduce a free product. Sorry, it's not sustainable. We need to have a pro version. This is what we're going to do. And then people are like, okay, we understand that. But by releasing a second product and saying, oh, this is different than that one, don't worry, the two are going to be side by side. We'll have to see in the coming weeks and months whether that is real. Because if this is in all purposes a replacement product, it's because that $99 thing at the beginning, lifetime deal, isn't sustainable. This is my 2 cents. But I want to then put that condition there. Remember, I'm a hobbyist, so I don't really care about this kind of things. We'll know the true intentions, or the true roadmap rather, and the business model within the coming weeks. At this moment, it's not clear. There's no pricing, there's no tier system yet, doesn't tell us. It says that Oxygen users will get, as a thank you for being an Oxygen customer, you'll get free 1-year license to Breakdance when we ship version 1.0. Right, enough of that. Now you've learned a little bit about the new Breakdance. I love this name, Breakdance, and I wonder how much they paid for that. Really interested. I have a new vanilla installation here of WordPress 6.0. And let's go to our plugins, and we're going to click here on Add New, as Breakdance is a plugin. I've already installed it, upload plugin. Let's see if we can drag this here. Breakdance, boom, install now. So I think in many ways you're going to feel very familiar if you're an Oxygen user with Breakdance. It's going to give you, did I click? Yes, the wheels are spinning up there. And I'm using Edge when I work in my local host. And I think this is a very good example if you want to understand a little bit my approach to life. If everyone is using Canon cameras, I'm the guy who goes and buys a Sony camera. I'm talking about 15 years ago. If everyone is sticking to this platform, I'm the one who will go and try a different platform. Very deviant in that sense, but it's kind of something that I've done over years. I want to stand out from the crowd. Activate plugin. Let's do that. Very interested to see what we're going to have here. This is not a full tutorial. This is just installation. Let's see, we go through this together. I've not touched it. I have no idea what to expect. Every moment is a bone, nerve-wracking, chilling moment. But what I will do is that if this turns out to be truly that no coding solution for people, quote unquote, Elementor users, then I will open a new channel and feature this, which I'm very excited about. Okay, so here is an interesting question. Disable theme, which we are used to in Oxygen. That means you're going to build your own headers, your own templates, all of that. Keep theme. The design of your existing site won't be affected. Your theme style may affect the design of Breakdance elements. So basically, you don't want to do this. Disable theme, and that's why you've got that recommended there. And then the license key. Optional. Well, enter your license key to receive one-click software updates. Now, as you sign up for the alpha, they're going to send you a license key. You just add it here. I'll just skip that for now, and then I'll add it later. And then, Breakdance alpha. Thank you for trying the Breakdance alpha. Visit breakdance.com to report bugs and request features. Do not use in productions. Let's see what has happened here in the navigation sidebar. We have Breakdance over here. Little cute, I guess that is a human upside down breakdancing. Let me see on their website. It should be easier to see. Where is that logo? Okay, yes, that's Breakdance. Love it. Great name. I'm very happy. Small things like that get me excited. And if I click here on home, I guess this is the little bubble we get here. Then templates, which is going to be important. We're going to create our headers. No templates found. Headers, footer. Okay, so headers and footers are separate from templates. Okay, then global blocks. Pop-ups, oh, right, interesting, right? You get the pop-ups here. Form submissions. Now, this is where I predict you're going to have Oxygen users that are going to scream blue murder why there is a form created in secret in the last 3 years for Breakdance, but Oxygen doesn't have its own form. Questions, right? Settings. So here's the license, global style theme, WooCommerce. And I saw, if you read a little bit more about it, they're heavily focused on WooCommerce. API keys, reCAPTCHA, all of that. And we see we've got already a lot of mailers integration over here. Post types, right? Advanced. Having applied the content filter to Breakdance, custom code, tools. What's under tools? Soft reset. Reset your preferences and icon sets to factory defaults. Total reset. Create directories, replace URL, regenerate cache, export settings. Right, so I don't think anything unique. What's performance? Disable. Okay, right. So this is if you know you're not using some of these things, like you're not going to use WordPress emojis, then you disable it. And user access. Let's go have a look at templates. We were there, and I just want to see what is the add template. Oh, right. So we've got already the WooCommerce, even though we haven't installed WooCommerce at all. We have single post, post archive for a force, and then also add custom template. So really template, what we mean here is page templates. Then we have headers, and it should look the same, I think. Yep. Just add a header here, new header. And, you have to start saying, okay, I can understand this is going to be easier for people to use. Add a footer, new footer, apply footer to. There are your conditions. Global blocks. This is something we will work a lot with, global blocks. And then pop-ups and form submissions. Just a submission, so you don't build the form here. Export all to CSV. So that goes to Excel. You don't build your forms here. That's going to happen with that. Right. So you know what we have to do next. Let's bring in a new page, and we will just call this first install page just to see how it works. Going to take a sip of coffee. What an exciting morning. Coffee's already cold. Let's close this. Give it a name, add title here, and this is called first install. The little first install. And anything here in the sidebar inspector? No. Let's publish it. Uncheck this, publish. Use default editor, edit in Breakdance. Yep, bring it on, MC Hammer. Let's see how that works. Suspicious site about Breakdance alpha.local. This is Edge now wants to be smart. Report is safe. Close that. All right, so this is interesting because the tutorial I had seen on YouTube was a black UI, right? This one is a light scheme UI. And this is our first page. Okay, so let's have a look. We have our toolbar here at the top. And we have a plus in the middle. And this opens our element sidebar, a drawer. And this is one part where I think, again, many Oxygen users are going to feel slighted. When I look at the forums, when I look at what people complain about, one of the most recent complaints were not providing certain elements that people can use, but basically third-party people have to develop it, and that means you have to go buy it from them. That makes people feel cheated, like, hey, why don't you just integrate it into your own product and I don't have to go buy it from a third-party user? And what I'm seeing here is that it is integrated and that they did come up with really a long list. And that's going to make Oxygen users ask that question. So this is why you didn't do it in Oxygen. You were too busy doing it with Breakdance. All right. Section, columns, and div. This has been the recent problem for me when I tried to do bricks tutorials because these things have become very complicated. So how do I do? Can I just click? Yes, I can just click. So that's like Oxygen. I have my section here. And then you do have a structure panel on the right. How do I access that with this? What is this? Let me click on it. Oh, that is the structure. Is that a structure? It looks more like a server to me. Now, so we have the structure here, and you can see, again, very similar to what you are used to in Oxygen. If you never used Oxygen, over here is your wireframe layout that you're going to have. Then you have, okay, I like what they've done here. This time they don't say it's advanced. They make that a setting symbol, and this is probably styling. So for this, you have your layout. Nice, easy. Okay, right. See, this is what I like. They've removed a lot of the stuff that non-coders don't need. This has become very clean. Headings and size. Let's see what we have here. Height, fit content, viewport, and custom. Ooh la. Okay, interesting. Viewport. Oh, okay, so that's a full height. See, now a beginner won't know what a viewport is. Custom height in pixels, minimum height. Hey, I like this. Fit content, and then we have here the little pluses and the dots on the side. So make change to the default. I put it on viewport. You see you have the little dot there. If I hover over it, you can clear all of your settings out. Again, similar to Oxygen. So I think we're going to see a lot of similarities. The two products are going to be very similar. The idea behind this one is for people who don't want to focus on CSS and all of those coding that can go into creating a website in Oxygen. And that tells me that people have also done their market research. The problem is, if you don't understand the 80-20 rule, currently I would suggest that 80% of the users creating new websites are people who have no coding skills. They are probably the people who bring in the most money because they are the people who just want to have one website and they pay an annual recurring license. And that's where you make your money. Ask Adobe, that's why they went subscription, because that is a recurring income. And if this is the focus with Breakdance, I can understand it's going to be income generating, definitely. Okay, so I think here, let's click on the plus in the middle, then it opens the widgets again for us. And let's bring in quickly a heading. Let's bring in columns. I'm curious about that. Oh, right. Okay, 3 columns. Nicely done. And it's already inside the section. So you'll have your canvas wrap. That's great. Then let's put in a heading in the first one. And then in the second one, let's put in an image. And then in the last one, let's put in something different, a button. Right. So there we go. Everything is there. Now, I think what they're doing here is a better approach because your first one is content, second one is styling, and third one is then your settings. I'm guessing, right? So if we go to size, what is the size? Where am I? I'm in the heading. So why is this? Okay, so it's the box of that. So I wouldn't mess with that. If it's in a container like this, it's already set to all the... So let's go to typography, font family, able, and then we have all the other settings over here. font size. Okay, I hate justified text and weight. Okay, so no surprises over here. And then you have save as a preset. Most people will love that. What is under advanced? Line height, letter spacing. Still call advanced. I don't really like this word advanced because this is not advanced. Something like line height and letter spacing. Ooh, and word spacing. That's an interesting one. Okay, interesting feature. But this is not advanced. This is extras. And effects, stroke width, stroke color, fill, and then spacing, margin top and margin bottom. Let's just have a look here. Under settings, you have advanced again. Yes, here we go, custom CSS. I fully agree. This is advanced. You have your wrapper hover. All right, so hover goes here. With this, let's have a look at what this button does up here. What is this? Okay. So this little icon here, this is going to open the settings and elements drawer. So your sidebar on the left controlled by this one. I don't want to go into all the elements and stuff like that we can do in future tutorials. Just want to have an idea of how, we're going to work with that. I do want to bring in a new element onto the page. There's no other plus. And this is where I will tell Breakdance, if you want to bring in a new one, people often look for an add feature on the page. That would be great to add it here at the bottom. We know from Oxygen that you can simply go to add and click again on section and it's going to drop a new one for you. Then you have that plus again. Let's just have a look here at the blocks. Whoa, icon, image. And then you will see those things that people flip box. I guess there are people who's going to be flipping over that because these are the things, animated headings, image comparison, that people have been begging for in Oxygen, And here it is. What is this? Stats. What did I see there? Stats. Where is that thing now? Stats grid. Oh, wow. Okay. Nice little one there. And then you have the items. Ah, okay. So I see the items feature here. Yes. Very like Elementor. Get that? Nice. Okay. Layout. Okay. We're going to spend a lot of time with this. I believe I'll open a separate channel just for this. And then every now and again here on Websites for Beginners, we'll have a look at that. Right. So let's look at the number of other things here. Let's go to the toolbar at the top. So we learn here add. Add is going to give us the widgets. We have for the site, we have advanced wrapper, link, code block, advanced slider, short code, dynamic. And that's going to be for your blogging and forms. Let's have a look at forms. Forgot password form. Okay, form builder. Hey, click and drag. Yes, click and drag also works. Drop it there. Form builder is generating. Yeah. Why, oh, why? And look here in the left, you have your items, your fields that you add here. Add field. Let's have a look at the type of fields. Text, email, text area. Yep, all the regular guys are there. Then you have your submit and everything. Actions after that, after submitting, email, store submission. Ooh. Okay, they really went on this one. Of course, there's going to be other requests, like, for example, can I have steps in my form? Those kind of things will come eventually. I'm pretty confident in that. As we were building out this page, you also see here on the right, under structure, we have this wireframe display. We can collapse them. Toggle, what is toggle? Toggle. Not sure what toggle does. And then we have the hamburger. If you click on the hamburger, it will select it, plus it will select it on the page. Next to that is duplicate, and then you have delete. So that's more or less it. And very confident, you can click and hold on any of these and drag them to where you want to place them within a section or within a column like we have here, and you can rearrange them. Nice updates there in real time, very smoothly. I can't complain. And this is the thing that I want to say to many people who are going to be not too happy about this product. If the product works well, go ahead and try it out. Structure. So let's keep that open because I do like the structure panel. You see, we've got little, okay, so this is for responsive view. Okay, so let's focus on responsive view. And you will see we have here the little monitor from where we can select all desktop, tablet landscape, tablet portrait, phone landscape, and phone portrait. Now, curious, can we change these breakpoints? We'll find out. But look here what happens when I grab the handles on the canvas and I drag them. And the moment I get to a breakpoint, the little icon here changes to that. I love that. I think that is really cool. If we have it here at mobile at 328, curious, let's put it on desktop. Let's put it back on phone portrait. Now it will keep that setting. Right. What is this little? Oh, okay, cool. I drag it. You see we have a little item display there. It shows 972 pixels. And if I click on the X, it clears it out, goes back again just easily to desktop view. We have undo here. If I think how long it took us to get undo and oxygen. And then this we know is the structure. Over here is a save button. And before I click on it, I want to hit Control S, Command S on the keyboard, and it works. Again, how long did that have to take? This is the #1 shortcut key for any page builder is Control S, Command S. Now I'm curious about these 3 dots. What do we get here? Global settings, classes and selectors, history, and preferences. I'll go first to preferences because I want to know about the UI. How can we get it dark? Auto scroll to activate elements, scale dark mode. Okay. So if you like the oxygen, the bricks, a darker mode, then you go for that one. Preferences. Okay, disable message for empty SSR elements. Show elements ID in the structure panel. You can do that. Panel positions. Add. So that add we can put on the left. Let's put it on the right. Okay, I like this. The reason I like this is because of how people work with their mouse or whichever navigation tool they use. And that depends a lot on whether you are left-handed or right-handed. Some of the photo editing I do, many of the editors have it only on the right or only on the left. If you're a right-hand user like I am, I prefer to have my settings on the right. It's easy for me. I work like that. My eyes look at the content on the left and then my mouse just stays on the right. I don't like to move across the screen all the time. So you can set this up at the beginning. Let's jump to breakpoints. This is what I was thinking. Add your first breakpoint by clicking the button below. My own breakpoint. And let's call this small screen device, mobile. Small screen mobile. Okay, so now what do I do? Add? Do I click add or save? Let's say add. Click to set minimum and maximum widths. Oh, okay. So minimum width, probably 0. I'm not sure. And maximum 380. Default. Let's see what happens. I'm just playing our save breakpoints. Let's close out. Let's go up here. Small screen mobile. Okay. It didn't work. Force and below. Let me close this one. That one works. Okay. Not working for me. We'll figure that out. I'm probably doing something wrong. I haven't really gone into the menu yet. And remember, this is an alpha release. But there are the breakpoints. You cannot change their default breakpoints, but you can set your own. And then custom fonts you can upload from here. Right? And I think that's more or less it. Let's save the work again. Now my question will be preview. Because oxygen, why I don't see a preview option here? Am I missing something? Preview. What is this X? Exit to front end and exit to WordPress. That can't be it. Where is the preview? Okay, I do not see the preview. Maybe if you know where the preview is, please let me know. I don't see a preview option in Breakdance at all, and there must be a preview option. Let's go back to the 3 dots. We also have global settings, which is going to be your colors, all your settings that you're going to be using globally. Classes and selectors, we'll talk about that. And then history, if you want to go back and reload a previous state. If you think you've made a few mistakes and you want to do that, go back. And you also have your revisions over here. And the revisions are those that when I save them. And what is this set to? 2:57 a.m. It's 4:57 a.m. Yes, I know, crazy to be up so early, but that's what I do, mama. Okay, history, let's close that out. Oh, the glaring omission of preview just completely boggles my mind. Am I missing it? Preferences. Yeah, I didn't see panel positions, reset to default. Preview? No idea. Okay, what is this button again? That is for your sidebar on the left. We have modified here at the bottom. Click here on what is this? Ooh, I like this option. This reminds me of Divi, and I've talked about it a lot in other page builders. See the button here at the bottom? Currently, if I select this heading and I want to know what has been changed and only make changes to that, I can simply click here on modified and it will give me everything that I've changed to font family, font size, and weight. But hey, why doesn't tell me what is my font? Why doesn't tell me my font size that I put it on? And why doesn't tell it the weight? This is not supposed to be empty. So remember, this is alpha. I'll keep saying that. Things that need to improve, but at least it gives us an idea of what's going on, and the bugs needs to be reported. This little star here, what is this? Click on that. Oh, the star. Okay, I understand. My mistake. It was set to my setting of small screen mobile, which is definitely something that wasn't working. Then from here, okay, so this is mobile displays. That was the small screen mobile. Now when I click on modified, okay, it will show me everything and it will show me what it is that I have modified. If I then jump to landscape tablet, it's not going to show anything. This I didn't like about Oxygen, so I'm not going to like it here. It's inheriting the features from the one at the top. So why is it not showing me the same value settings also for this one? So at least I know what I'm working with. What I do observe though is that the box have changed here. Our flex box has gone from horizontal to vertical. And this is again where that feature for no coders come in. What we did in Oxygen, we will take control over that. We will make those decisions. But here, Oxygen has built that in, which is very important because, again, I said that at the beginning, for a person who just quickly want to create a band website, they don't want to go learn what is flex and why it's left and what is down and things like that. They just want to know, hey, how does it look? Most of the time, people don't have time. The last feature I think here is next to our mobile or our responsive selector is the editing page. Your pages will appear here, but because there's only one page, it will say our first install page. If you have more pages, you can select them from here. I think this is maybe borrowed from Bricks. My question would be, if I can select pages from here, why I cannot create more pages here? Because if I can select them, add a feature here so I can create them as well. That will make it much easier. What I also don't see at this moment is layouts, templates, not templates, let's say pre-made blocks. I don't see that. That would be something that I'm confident they're going to bring in, because one of the reasons a website builder like Divi is so popular is because they release 2 full complete layout kits every week. So for people who really don't want to think, or a quick start for a client's website, those things are just incredibly handy. Right, so I'm still bummed and completely baffled, flabbergasted even, over the fact that I don't see a preview button here. I must be missing it. Please let me know in the comments below. And be nice if you're an Oxygen user, be nice. The question here is not, I don't want to even say that. I think the bigger question is there still space for more builders in this market? And it keeps looking like, yes, there is. Let's click here now on this exit to front end, exit to WordPress. So I guess front end is the preview, but if I exit, it's going to completely exit. And that's not what I want. I just want a preview, you know? Okay, open first install, edit global styles. Let's go back to open first install. Well, nothing special there. Report as safe or unsafe. Go away. Let me come, load. Could be the local host. Computer is still waking up, didn't have its first cup of coffee. That took some time. So if you click here and you hold Control or Command on your keyboard and you click exit to front end, it's going to open a new tab for you. Well, yes, that's what we did in Oxygen as well. I really would prefer a preview button that will automatically open for you a new tab in the browser without exiting the builder, so you can keep both open. Exit to WordPress. If this takes me to the page, I will say, I don't want this, because once you use the builder and not the theme, you hardly come here. I would really prefer exit to the WordPress dashboard, because now it's an extra click. This is a great feature that Bricks has. They give you the option to decide where do you exit to. Really that's something people should go figure out. Don't take me to that page. You're going to set it up at the beginning and that's it. Okay, so there's a lot to look into Breakdance. I believe I'm going to open a new channel, and then we can go through that and see if it's going to do the deed. I'm very curious what's going to happen with this new product, what it's going to deliver, and how it's going to stand side by side next to Oxygen. I fully understand that some people are going to be extremely unhappy about this, especially if you take into consideration that you've been selling a product, but secretly, and you use the word secretly developing another product that's going to compete with your own product. And I really think it can be done well to appease people, but you'll have to think of the incentive, how you are going to do that to appease people who have your current product, and to give them the confidence that that product will stand on its own, will be fully supported and developed and maintained on its own, while you also bring in this new product. And then justify why you have these two products, because people are extremely sensitive over this. Ask anyone on the Brizzy forum. This conversation and accusation about, yeah, we can see why the product is not developing because you're spending too much time on the other product, pops up weekly. And there may be some merit in it, but my opinion here is, if you approach it correctly, if you market it correctly, and you bring in that incentive for current owners of Oxygen, you'll be okay. A 1-year free license? No, not enough. I'll say that off the bat. For me, if I had set up all my websites in Oxygen and you bring out this product, I think that's great. I would say 1 year, you need to give me something like a lifetime license option for that, especially because I come from Oxygen, right? That's my opinion. Hey guys, over there at Breakdance, think about that. So that brings us to the end of this first install, almost 40 minutes. I will do more focused tutorials on this. I'm very excited about it. I like new products, and because websites for beginners are dedicated to people who want to build their websites in the easiest of fashion, if Breakdance is going to be a product solution, I will offer it here. From myself then, JP, have a great day, go well, and stay safe.